Sketch comedy is good for the soul because, age-old adage, laughter is the best medicine, and I think after 2020, I think we all kind of know that, we all experience that. You don't really feel like yourself if you're not laughing. So being in a place where you can see people and have them be the spark of that laughter is good for the soul.
Sketch comedy is good for the soul, especially in today's world, because I feel like everybody needs to laugh, and I think we're all in the same boat there. We went through a rough couple of years together. It's not even entirely better yet. We're not out of the woods yet, but with every laugh, with every successful performance, with every theater company that survives, that's a plus in the arts world. And arts are so important to us, to even for the mere fact of taking us away from the world. So if you can take yourself away from the craziness and the zaniness of this world and everything it throws on you day after day and laugh a little bit with some strangers in an audience, that's healthy in my book.
Sketch comedy is good for the soul because I think we all need a break from too much seriousness of life. I think when you can break it up and, again, join these different worlds just for a moment, laugh with them, be there with them, it just creates a different sort of joy. And it's a unique joy because it's so fleeting and so quick. But I would say it goes beyond something I kind of coined. Maybe someone else coined it, but I call it like fast food comedy. I think we're all kind of obsessed with that today because it's very quick that we can get a laugh in like less than 6 seconds. But I think sketch comedy pulls from that idea, expands upon it, and then creates some real effort to make it just more important. It becomes way more important than a 6-second clip because it's, a 4-minute scene or a 4-minute sketch moment. Like, I think that part of it is what makes it unique, fun, engaging, but also just a little bit more advanced than, the TikTok, I would say.
Sketch comedy is good for the soul because everything's a joke. Everything's a joke. Everything is joked about in sketch comedy. Not necessarily like everyone is joked about, but situations are joked about and are kind of made a little more lighthearted or heavy-hearted humor, like all of the COVID-19 things that have been happening and the lockdown. We all roasted the lockdown. Like, each of us individually was like, the lockdown sucks. You're so terrible, lockdown. They were more vulgar than that, but I think in sketch comedy, everyone laughs. There's something for everyone. And you watch something, you're like, oh, I didn't like that thing. But then the very next bit is something that you did like. And it makes you want to try that thing again. And keep going on that. And then eventually maybe you'll find something that you like about it. Something else that you like about it. You can always give sketch comedy a try.
Because it makes you laugh. Sketch comedy is wonderful for the soul because it makes you laugh. There isn't enough time in our day-to-day lives where we just genuinely get to enjoy things. And being a part of that and being able to come up with situations or scenes on the fly and just have a spontaneous creative journey is wonderful. And you just get a chance to pick things from the air and come and bring it to life in front of an audience, and no show is ever the same. So everyone makes different choices each time we come in. So every time you come, you get a different experience. And I just love that ability to just create on the fly.
Sketch comedy is good for the soul because it just makes you laugh and brings you happiness, and laughter is great for the soul.
I think sketch comedy is good for the soul, specifically because not only is it just comedy, not only are you getting your laughs in, which I think is so important to laugh, but also sketch comedy, again, there is this connection between the actor and the audience that is not necessarily there in normal theater, where the actor is playing around with the audience and using the audience to gauge how their own performance goes. So not only is there that relationship that I think is really special, I also think that sketch comedy just allows a moment for the audience to really be a part of the theater, and they can influence the way the show goes.
Sketch comedy is good for the soul because it is basically a satirical or a parodical, is that a word? Parodical parody, look at life. You take these real events in life that happen. Say you trip over something on the sidewalk that's really not there. That's something we've all done. You could write a song about that. And then somebody will sing this song in front of an audience, and everybody in the audience will be able to relate to something like that. And it's a humorous look at it, and it really, because we can relate to it, and because it's funny, it makes you laugh. And we all know that laughter is the best medicine for sure. So for sure, being able to laugh at anything in the world, I mean, even things that are maybe not funny, if you can take a look at it from a humorous perspective, we're all going to be able to relate to that and relate to the topic and just maybe be a little less more stressed. This is John Peterson, the Executive Artistic Director of P3 Theater Company, and I have to say, you need to get yourself to a performance of Funny Bonz, the Humerus Solution, because if you don't, shame, shame, shame on you. You will not know what you missed, and you don't want to go through life having missed this.